Week 9, and this week is starting from Tuesday because yesterday I was traveling. I was actually in Paris, and I will try to release the blog of that trip sooner or later, as soon as I find time. It's the first time I'm actually not excited about recording a vlog. I'm actually in big difficulties about what to say because there's been a little bit of drama at the academy, and in fact last week I didn't release any video because the academy actually stayed closed and they noticed us only last minute. That's because there's been quite a few changes. These big changes regard my teachers, Alex Folla, Maurizio Carriero and Elena Trailina, who was accompanying us during Friday visits. They are not gonna be teaching at our academy anymore from this week, and this news for me has been devastating. I know I've only been at the academy for 2 months now. However, by going there every single day for the most part of my day, for many hours a day, I managed to create a strong relationship with them, and they became really my mentors. They got to know me from my first drawing and first painting. They were experiencing all my growth, and I could really feel they care about taking out of me the best of artists, and they really believed in me. The atmosphere they created at the academy was crazy amazing. I cannot explain the energy there was, and I could really say I had the best 2 months. So for me, coming to the academy today, not seeing them, not seeing their paintings on the wall, not having their energy, not even having their music played, has really taken the wind out of my sails. It was really, really sad for me. From this week, there's gonna be new teachers and new methods that we're gonna need to get used to. And I really hope that the vibe there was, the atmosphere there was, will come back, will be restored, because today all I could feel was tension in the air. Obviously, we all need to get used to this change. One of these new teachers is actually Nicola Verlato, who is one of the biggest figurative painters right now, not only in Italy, but also internationally. So I guess I'm quite lucky to be studying with him now. He led today's classes, and it worked a little bit differently from how we used to. So first of all, we no longer have quick sketches, so we are no longer doing 2 minutes, 1 minute and 30 seconds sketches. And now we are starting classes with 3 5-minute sketches and then going on with 20 minutes poses. Nicola today explained us his approach, his methods. He told us a lot of interesting things on tratteggio too. However, I felt completely unable to draw today. It was like going back to my first class ever. I guess I will need to unlearn and relearn from today, and it will take time, obviously. Nicola seems super knowledgeable, and I'm sure that he'll have so many things to teach us and to pass us, so I'm quite excited to learn with him and to start this new journey with him. I'll keep you updated on that, but I guess that for today, that's all, because my mood is not allowing me to think objectively. Wednesday, painting, and today was again a little bit of a shock, and in fact I came back home a little bit earlier than usual to decompress a bit. Today is the first week of the month, and that means that neither this week or the next week will have the model. So today what I did was painting the statue of Venus in grisaille though, so it was like going back a little bit. I hope to keep using colors in a composition maybe, as it happened on the first week of the last month, but it wasn't the case unfortunately, so I got a bit sad by that. We had a new teacher today, so that means that I will have to learn from a whole different method and a whole different approach, unfortunately, and it would be okay if I had 3 years of studies in front of me, you know, or the whole time in this world. However, as you know, I only have 6 months in this academy, 2 already passed, and going back now to me feels like I lost 2 months. It feels like starting over, and that's what makes me really frustrated right now, because my goal was to learn as much as possible in these 6 months, so to be able, when I go back to work, to still keep on painting on my own, but with solid foundations. Right now I'm going back to new foundations, and it's like starting again. Obviously, it's gonna be advantageous to see another method as well, but it would be nice if it was in a structured way, while right now it's just a little bit of a mess. Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining about the new teachers, which actually seem to be amazing, very knowledgeable, and with so many notions to pass us. I'm just very sad about the whole situation, which is not ideal, and I wish I had my teachers at least until summer break. My old teachers got to know me, they knew my path, they knew my goals, towards which they were directing me with personalized feedback and, a dedicated path. While right now I know that my growth will slow down, which is frustrating me a lot because I know that from these months at the academy, I could have taken out so much more than what I will actually do. I guess this week won't be the best week ever at the academy, and I'm sorry about the mood. I'm sorry if this video is a little bit like this, but I would feel like I would be lying if I would show myself as super positive, super happy about what's happening, which is not the case. When I decided to do this vlog, I decided to share my artistic journey in a very transparent way. So this is what's happening, and I want to share the emotions that I'm feeling, hoping that the mood will improve soon. Tomorrow there's gonna be Giotto, one of my old teachers who remained at the academy, and I think he will be my lighthouse in all this mess. So I really hope that tomorrow is gonna be a more positive day. Thursday, painting. And as I was saying yesterday, today there was Giotto as well besides the new teacher. And it was comforting and reassuring seeing a familiar face, someone who knows you and who's seen your growth and who can guide you accordingly. So today the mood was definitely slightly better. Today it was the same exercise as yesterday, so we painted in grisaille. I had the choice to choose between the Venus that I painted yesterday or the Apollonian. I think it's Apollonian in English, and I chose the latter one since yesterday I did the Venus. Actually, I guess it's a useful exercise. I don't mind how the result turned out. I don't mind the lower part of the body. However, I really need to improve a lot on the face. So maybe actually what I'm thinking is that next week, if the same exercise is gonna be proposed to us, I'm gonna do focus on the face, which is maybe necessary. I've also been told that next week I'm probably gonna do a master copy, probably of Rubens, so I'm super excited about that if I'm gonna do that. Final thoughts about the week. I don't know how much it's needed because I feel like this week I've only ranted about my mood, about my emotions, about what was going on with me with the academy. I'm still gonna say, it wasn't the best week. I wasn't in the best mood, and I guess it will take time to readjust. That's normal. I need to get to know the new teachers need to get to know me, but also don't misunderstand me. When I wake up in the morning, I'm still super happy to go to the academy and to do what I love the most doing. Although I'm not in the best mood or not the best conditions or the conditions that I wish there was, I'm still happy about doing what I'm doing right now. Hopefully next week is gonna be better mood-wise. Maybe it's gonna be helped by this weekend, since from tomorrow until Sunday with the academy we're going to Naples, and it's gonna be an academic trip, so it's gonna be a very intense trip full of museum visits and things to do and see. So it's gonna be super interesting. I'm actually thinking about vlogging about that as well. Let me know if it might be interested, so at least I know which videos to prioritize. I think that's all for this week, so hopefully I'll enjoy Naples. I'll update you about that on Instagram for sure, so follow me if you still don't follow me there, and I'll see you next week.